Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Well, welcome to, anyway, Total War Warhammer 3. We're going to do some Immortal Empires. I don't remember who said it yesterday. I think it was Brundle said, hey, why don't you play some Total War Warhammer 3? And I'm like, wow, yeah, that's actually a great idea. I'd love to play that. I love playing this. I was playing it last night. I was probably playing it the night before that. So why not? We'll do a little Total War Warhammer 3. Now, here's my thing with Total War. I play for a while, and then I get bored of what I'm playing, and I want to play something different, and then I move on to something else. So I'm a serial re-roller. We know that about me. I've always been a serial re-roller. So I've got a goal in mind. I've got a plan. I know we're all excited about the plan, but I've got a plan. My plan is, we're going to start out as Lord Skrolk, who starts out over in Lustria. Martin, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to start out as him over in Lustria. The goal is to liberate SkavenBlight. Okay, so we're going to go halfway across the map. We're going to figure out who's taken over SkavenBlight, because Ikit Claw always has a terrible game. He's just never really very good at this game if I'm not playing him. And we're going to liberate it. That's it. We're going to liberate SkavenBlight. That is the point. When we've done that, then we're done. And if we don't manage that, then we're also done. So I'm moving right in. As always with anything that we're streaming for the first time, let me know what's going on with sound. Is it too much? Is it too little? Is it something in between? Because I, as always, have this muted in my headphones, so I have no idea what I'm listening to. I just tried to adjust the settings as best as I possibly thought. Moken, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, indeed, Mr. Coffee Cup. Hang on, I don't have coffee in my mouth. Let me rectify that. I've also just spilled a large amount of coffee down my shirt. That's what happens when you get too excited about coffee. Welcome, welcome. We're naked mole rats. Yeah, pretty much. We're not really that naked. We're wearing armor and things like that, and robes and magical robes and stuff like this. So I am playing this on like super crazy easy mode. We're not here to show off how much I can get my butt kicked in Total War Warhammer 3. We're just here to have fun. So we're not going on like any sort of difficulty level. We're just here to just have some fun with this and play some rat people and annihilate people who aren't rats, basically. Mel is here with a headache. I'm sorry to hear that. I will try not to make it worse. We're not naked. Why is everyone immediately thinking that we're naked? None of the rats you see in front of you are naked. I'm looking at playback right now. There is not a single naked rat there. All of them are dressed in either robes or armor or a combination thereof. Some of them even have hats on. Okay, so they are not naked at all. No, nobody is naked, Mel. No, it's not happening. I don't know where this is coming from. So again, just as always, please let me know on sound when we get going into the game. Too much, too little, something in between. I have the music way down because I'm not 100% sure if it's copyrighted or not. And then the rest of it, the effects and that kind of thing, just let me know. You want to hear more, you want to hear less, whatever it is, because as always, I have it muted in my headphones, so I have no idea what I'm listening to. Dances with Sheep, welcome, welcome, welcome. Warhammer splash screen, yes. I probably should have done the loading before we got into this, but, you know, I wanted to show off Lord Skrolk, because he's always a hoot. I love Lord Skrolk. He's even better in the opening of Warhammer 3, because you get not one Plague Claw catapult, but two. Starting out the game with two Plague Claw catapults is basically OP. Because those just wreck everything. I mean, when you start out in Warhammer 2, you get one of them, which is nice. That's really, really nice. In this one, we'll be getting two. Two Plague Claw catapults, which is very, very difficult to say. No, it's not frozen. It just takes a while to load. I heard naked as soon as I came in. I assure you, Mel, nobody is naked. Not me, not Lord Skrolk. I can't actually speak for anyone else in chat. I don't know if they're naked or not. No, it's not frozen, Dances with Sheep. It's a long load time. It's Total War Warhammer 3. I am playing this on a somewhat older PC. It should run fine once it gets going, but the load time is a little bit interminable. Spike Little Girl, Spud, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're faffing about with your own game. What a terribly Pengish thing to say. Is that like a really British thing, faffing? Because I don't remember ever saying that when I lived there. Maybe it's a new thing. Maybe it's a new term. Faffing about. I do not remember ever saying that at all. Right. It is an interminably long load screen. I'm sorry about that. Bobcat is pretty sure he's not naked, which is good. You know, I think we're all pretty keen on wearing clothing today. It is always optional. I mean, especially pants. Pants are always optional around here. But, it's nice we all chose to show up dressed. I think that's a positive thing. M wishes you were what? Pantsless? I can't speak to that, M. That's you. That's all. I don't know what you people do over there. You live in insanity. There's meteors crashing and volcanoes erupting and Occultists. It's all very, very weird around there. Okay, we are getting somewhere with the load screen. I can see it's almost vaguely sort of done. So that'll be good. We'll look forward to that. Stop faffing about is something my mom would say. I don't remember my father ever saying faffing. I don't recall that one. The guy from the Royal Armories often says faffing. Spikeable Girl is dressed. That's good. Good. Again, I think we're all pretty keen on wearing clothing. I don't know about you. I don't know where you are in the country or the world, but it's like below zero where we are right now, so I'm definitely going to be dressed. I even have socks on. That's how chilly it is. I mean, it's not like it's freezing in the house. It's nice and warm in the house, but it's very, very cold outside. Oh my god, get through this load screen. This is actually not that unusual. It is a really long load screen. I mean, they are loading in an entire planet full of 225 different factions who all have different plans. Most of them will get cut out immediately. Have no idea what's going on, but I'm here. Good. I generally have no idea what's going on either, although I have a vague idea of what to do with Lord Skrolk when he gets up and running. I do like Lord Skrolk. It was many a true nerd. He just showed me how to play Lord Skrolk, and I just love playing him now. Once you get artillery, nothing stops you. There we go. We can actually play something now. Yay! Good for us. Again, this would be a great time to let me know what the sound sounds like, because I think this guy's going to talk to us for a bit. And then we got to face off against some lizard. Azrar, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is a slow war. Yeah, it's a very slow war. I'm wearing the same clothes I wore yesterday. So am I. Well, I mean, my outer clothes, my pants and shirt. I have, changed my undergarments. That's different. Need to start the game and then walk away for coffee. It is kind of one of those games, yes. It is kind of one of those games. But we're back. We're in. Okay. I know how they play, thank you very much. And I know that you're a Lord Skrolk. Okay, what am I rolling in with? Show me my... Yes, there they are. My 2 Plague Claw catapults. Oh, I love my 2 Plague Claw catapults. Hang on, I'm gonna... I know, I just got into the action and now I'm gonna move stuff. I'm gonna move some of this stuff over here because I see it's kind of in the way of chat. I'm not even 100% sold on keeping Coffee Cam in the stream because there's so much UI with Warhammer that I may not be able to keep it in screen. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then let me move this kind of over here. There we go. You'll see that in about, I don't know, 7-ish seconds or so. Okay. Slice it. You always show up. Why don't you get embedded right there? Yep, do some scouting for Lord Skrolk. Now, this is a very, very puny army, but it really doesn't matter because I've got Plague Claw catapults. It's a tricky word to say, but learn to say it because they're awesome. And obviously, we got to take out this guy. All right, what have I got in Oixel? We've got... Yeah, okay, we got to get that up and running. And I've got Subaton. Subaton's got food. Food is wicked important. So let's get some food going on. I want to get you up to level 2 because I need to make a beeline for artillery. The faster, the better. Okay, we all ready for a fun time battle here? We're all ready to have Dave show off his vague battle skills, of which there are none. I didn't get an ambush on this one. I usually get an ambush on this one. Oh well, that's fine. I'll be fine. Everything is fine. Are we playing as a bald rat? Not only bald, Jayhawk, but blind. So Lord Skrolk is blind. Even though he doesn't quite look at it in his icon here, his little character portrait, he is supposed to be blind. And he's Clan Pestilence, so they're all about like disease and plague and stuff like that. I know nothing about Total War Warhammer. So yeah, it's basically build an empire and fight with armies is really it. I was always kind of wishy-washy on it, and then again, I've said it many times before. I watched many a true nerd play it, and I just fell in love with it. Like, oh my god, I've got to play this game. I didn't think this was the kind of game I like, and it turns out it's the kind of game I love. It's like Fallout 4 and RimWorld are probably #1 equally, and then right behind it is the Total War Warhammer series. 1, 2, and 3 all have things to recommend them. And we're not a naked mole rat. We are not. Just if it's Warhammer, then go fight and kill everything. Yeah, that's broadly it. Everything. The one thing I do like... Hang on, coffee. The one thing that I really do like, the change from Warhammer 2 to Warhammer 3 is the diplomacy. They've made diplomacy slightly more important in that, allies are way more important than they used to be. So we'll see that a little bit later, hopefully. Hopefully we're going to ally with some very, very cool people. So, you know what? I don't actually need that much magic for this battle, so that will be totally fine. Let's bring everybody... I'm going to talk like I know what I'm doing, but I don't. So, you know, there's that. I should also change the tutorial thing. We don't need that much tutorial in our life. In fact, can I do that from here? If I do that, can I get to my options? Possibly. Options. Advice frequency, how about we go with low? Actually, how about we go with minimal? Thank you very much. Okay. Apply those changes. Resume that game. Thank you. You and the researchers can figure out it's not... Nobody is naked in this. You started this, Mel. You started the whole naked conspiracy theory here. Nobody, I assure you, nobody is naked. Okay, even these guys have loincloths on. Hang on, I'll see if I can pan down and see if I can find a few of these guys. Even these guys, somewhere down here, yeah, there they are. There's my slingers. Even these guys have loincloths on and a bit of a hood of sorts. They've got like one of those collars that you put on a dog so it doesn't lick its wounds. It's got something like that on there. Just finished catching up on RimWorld. There's a change of pace from... Yeah, no kidding. No kidding, Azrar. That was the quietest RimWorld we've ever had in months. Yeah, so I just want to stress again, loincloths. Loincloths and one of those dog don't lick your wound hood things going on there. Everybody is dressed. Everybody is dressed. Okay, let's get back to the destruction here. Where did I just put my amazing Plague Claw catapults? Okay, the guys with the loincloths, you can just sort of be, I don't know, puttering around over here. You're not really going to do that much. You guys do need to be right up front, please. And then these guys, the Plague Monks, they kind of suck. Honestly, Plague Monks are pretty much awful. But we'll see what we can do with them. And actually, now that I've done that, why don't you guys get more around here, like this. And you guys around here like this. And I'm going to loop you around. It's going to be very, very exciting. Very exciting. Collar of Shame. Exactly, Spikelet Girl. Exactly. Okay, start the battle. We're off. Oh, yeah, there we go. We're off. So, where's my catapult range? Okay, so these guys are going to walk at us. Because they're morons. They don't really have an option. If they don't walk at us, then we're just going to roll forward and pelt them with stuff. I hate how they played... Oh, we're talking about the Hogwarts thing. Yeah, I don't have that. I don't really have any intention of getting it either. I got enough games in my life right now. I've got plenty of games in my life. So they're technically hidden at the moment because they're behind this very, very tiny hill. We'll see them momentarily. In fact, I'll just speed up their movement a little bit until they actually crest the hill. There they are. And we're firing. And we're already... Oh, they're so done. This is such a bad day for them. They just are not equipped for this. This is why I don't like playing as lizards. Because they really... Their strength is in their melee, and I'm just not so much into that. It just doesn't... I like the lizard men in theory, but then it just doesn't really come together. What are you guys? Oh, you're skirmishers. Okay, you're terrible. Why don't we, just for fun, why don't we target those guys a little bit? And then Lord Skrolk, what kind of magic could you... Oh, yeah, by the way, I can summon extra troops out from underground. There's just an explosion of rats that I can create. It's super fun. There they are, big explosion of rats. And why don't we make them... why don't we do a pestilent breath here? You know what? Do it here just to chase these guys off. There come my slingers. Yeah, those guys are chased off. They've surrendered. They're out the door. You are going to get pelted to death. Why don't you pelt those guys? And you... Let's actually start a fight. So you charge it. I don't need to do this. Victory's in our grasp. Yeah, I'm not surprised. This is the throwaway battle. This is baby's first battle here. Royscat, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is baby's first battle. We're not going to... If we lose this, then I really, really should just stop playing this game. Go ahead and just start killing everything. Plague Monks, you can probably get in there. What do you count as? I don't know, do you count as infantry? You may or may not. You guys, why don't you get up over here? Oh, look at this. I have another whole pile of rats I can just summon in from underground out of nowhere. Oh, darn. What a sad day for the lizards. Yep, and the pelting, and the pelting. Oh, it just never ends. It never, ever stops. Yep, you've been chased off. Unit has been wiped out. Good, that's what they're there for. That's their whole job, is to get wiped out. So you can circle around here. Actually, why don't you... No, these guys have this covered. Why don't you charge into the back of these guys? Okay, and then I need some slingers to start taking out those guys, if you could, please. And where's my other slingers? Over here? What are you targeting? Oh, those guys are gone. Don't even worry about them. Just target these guys. Now, what else could I be doing for fun over here? Oh, yeah. What could you do? You can do Pestilent Breath. Maybe? No. What else can you do? Oh, Bless with Filth. Yeah, that's fantastic. Let's just make everyone have poison attacks. Oh, this is good. Let's just play everyone doing poison attacks. Played the tabletop game once as lizards. I'm not crazy about the lizards. I want to like them, and sometimes I start a campaign with them, but I get bored with them really quickly just because I love the artillery of the Skaven. It's just so insane. It's just ridiculous. Why are we not killing these people again? I get, they're right there. Just throw rocks at them. Oh, we've won. Well, throw rocks at them anyway. Throw rocks at them on their way out the door. We're just going to throw rocks at them. Okay. Now what? Chase these guys off and chase that guy off. And where's my catapults? You guys can just, I don't know, fire at will. Just fire at whatever you feel. You know what? Give a few parting shots onto those guys if you could. I don't need to wipe them out. I think they're going to wipe themselves out. But yeah, just throw a few things on those. Okay, hang on. More coffee needs to live inside of me. There we go. I will ask again, how are we doing on sound? I mean, can you actually hear the battle? Does it actually sound like any sort of battle at all? Do please let me know. End that battle. Good. Nice and easy. But it's baby's first battle. Nice and easy. Actually took some losses there. I did kind of play it fast and loose. I'm not super surprised in that, but they're all basically dead. They have no capacity to put anything back in place, nor would they anyway. Alright, well, we gotta go take this next city, and then that will give us the province, and then we can get this party started. This is gonna be a slow roll. I'm gonna try as best I can to play this somewhat carefully. Oh, you have battle noise. Okay, good. Thank you, Jayhawk. Yeah, I mean, I do want it to sound interesting. The battles at least should be, well, they should have sound, period. Yeah, I want it to sound like something you'd want to listen to. I like listening to it. Game sound is low, but it's fine. The music I'm keeping basically almost off, because again, I'm not 100% sure of the copyright status of the music. So I'm keeping that very, very low, but I do want the battle sounds to be up so you guys can hear it at all. My next move is going down south, Southern Sentinels. Reminds me of a video I saw with Ancient Weapons Expert Rating Movies, talking about throwing rocks. Throwing rocks is a perfectly acceptable thing to be doing to people. Just talking for myself, I don't care about battle noise, I'm here for the great people. I know, there's plenty of people in chat right now who don't really care about Total War Warhammer 3, and that's totally okay. I'm glad you're here anyway, and I hope I continue to entertain you, even when it's not something you might specifically go and watch. Oh, the loading screens. I am running this on an older PC. I say older, it's not even that old, but for Total War Warhammer 3, it's old. But it's still getting the job done. And see, this would be one of those points where I just walk away and edit this out later. But no. Now I'm going to just go ahead and keep talking through the load screen. It'll work itself out. Glenn, welcome. It'll work itself out. How is things with you, Glenn? Have medium settings on Steam Deck. Oh, we're still talking about the Hogwarts thing. Okay. I'll butt out of that conversation. I'll let Hogwarts people talk about Hogwarts things. Anytime now, Lord Skrolk. Anytime within the reign of the current monarch would be nice. Oh dear, this is a bit of a struggle with the load screen, isn't it? Oh well, at least we've got Lord Skrolk's delightful, not naked face to look at. He has a hat on. He has a hat with spikes on. Even better. I mean, there's hats, and then there's hats with spikes on them. He's chosen a hat with spikes. That's gotta be good, and it's totally not naked. I don't know where the naked conspiracy sprang from. I mean, I do. It was M. It was all M's fault with that one. Weapons experts said the same thing. Rocks would have been used. They're free and they work well. Exactly. They're right there on the ground. Ammunition is plentiful. Go to, like, I don't know, a rocky beach. There's plenty of ammunition right there. You can throw them at people and they hurt. Rocks are like weapon day one. Like, how do I hurt someone? Well, there's a rock. What's the deal with the lizards? Are they the guardians of Warhammer, Florida? No, we're not near Warhammer, Florida. We could get up towards Warhammer, Florida. That'll be Dark Elf territory. No, we're in basically Warhammer deep South America. Deep South America. So we're way down south. I'll show that off in a sec. Okay, what am I doing with these people? Did I really... Oh, wow, that is a lot of replenishment. As opposed to only 370 money. No, I will take that replenishment. That puts me up to full strength immediately. Okay, you're dead. Bye! So we are... Yeah, this is Warhammer South America down here. And then there's Central America up in here. That's the primary domain of the lizards. And then North America is up in here. Well, actually, here. This is not represented on a current map. Obviously, it's meant to sort of be like Atlantis or something like that. And then over here is where we're eventually trying to get to. Europe over here. Africa is down here. We're shooting for, without actually being able to zoom in on that because I don't have visibility of it, we're shooting for around here. That's where SkavenBlight is. And that's what we're trying to liberate. That's another, that's like the big Skaven place that we want to go to. 7 days with no power, no internet, no cash machines. Oh dear. I mean, it's the no internet that is the drag there. It is valid, M. Rocks are everywhere. If you're in a pinch, rocks will solve most of your problems. With people. Anyway, with people. Okay, Sentinel of Time. This should be basically a walkover. What have they got in there right now? Oh, it's a level 1. Oh, this is going to be an embarrassment to them. And that is the one I need, right? Yep, that is the one I need. That's going to get me the nice set there, the nice matching set on this province. So charge in there. And, yeah, we'll definitely go ahead and fight this. I don't need to encircle them. There's absolutely no need to starve them out. Please don't be a settlement battle. Please sally forth. Yes, thank you, they sallied forth. Because I'm playing on easy mode, and they do that more often. It's really dumb on their part. But they do it nonetheless. They shouldn't sally forth. They should stay behind in their little town and wait for me to come to them, but they don't. So they're going out on the open field going, yeah, we got this. And I'm like, yeah, I got 2 Plague Claw catapults and you don't. So I win. I win everything at that point. What am I doing with the Realm of Souls? Oh, nothing. It's the Tomb Kings. They're fun, too. They're a fun little faction. I like playing those guys. I haven't played them in ages, but it's fun playing those guys. Just raise their own armies out of, well, dust and sand, basically. Are we going from Warhammer Eastern Peru to Warhammer Italy? Is it Italy? I guess it sort of is in the Mediterranean. Yeah, it won't look like it when we get there. So Icket Claw's over there. Icket Claw's in charge of SkavenBlight. He won't be by the time we get there. He won't be. He will have been kicked out, possibly annihilated at that point. He doesn't seem to do very well at playing this game. So he will have been hastily kicked out of SkavenBlight. Who will likely be there? If I had to put money on it, I'd say dwarves. There's a lot of dwarves in that neck of the woods, and they are usually in SkavenBlight by the time I get there. They may or may not be this time. We've got a long ways to go before we're getting anywhere near there. I got an empire to build before I can field enough armies to go take SkavenBlight or anything over there. But we'll see how we do. And you can go over there, and you can go over there, and you can go over there. Okay, everybody ready? This is why I should be naked. Wait, what? I don't understand how we got on this topic today. I mean, sometimes I do totally understand how we got on that topic, but today I don't. Today I'm a little in the dark about why nobody's wearing clothes except me. And Willow. Apparently Willow's wearing clothes, which, is good. Especially if you're sick. You want to be wearing clothes. You don't want to be cold. In come the Plague Claw catapults. I'm going to boost the battle sound up just a little bit. Just for doing it. Interface language modding sound, thank you. So I think that's probably effects. And yeah, effects. And I'll bump this up just a smidge. Okay, apply that and resume that game. Okay, back to work here. Back to work. Everybody shoot everybody with everything, and by that I largely mean Plague Claw catapults. Let me zoom in on these guys, they're fun. Oh yeah, we're having a good old time down here. They're putting a whole bunch of plague in a catapult. Again, going back to the rocks thing, we are basically, this is also throwing rocks at people. It's just on a grander scale. Lord Skrolk, why don't you do this? Oh, not quite in range. That's okay, we can wait. We can wait. We can wait just fine on that. While we're doing that, why don't we bunch all you guys up nice and tight by springing out some rats from beneath the ground that you had no idea were there. Won't that be fun? You're going to love it. It's going to be great. You do that. And then Slicin', come here. You also do that. Do that over here. There we go. This is going to be a good old time had by everybody. Not the lizards, per se. You guys shoot those guys. And then let's just charge right in, like a bunch of complete lunatics. You charge into there. You charge into there. You also charge into there. You make your way over there. And you make your way over there. And the catapults can just do what they feel. We have no magic in the tank right now. No magic in the tank. That's okay. We'll learn to cope with that. Sort of, vaguely. These are my throw... Oh, no, wait. Those are plague monks. I can't be throwing away those guys. Yeah, somebody want to deal with these guys. I hate their skirmishers. Oh, they're such a pain in the neck. Oh, never mind. Everybody's retreating. Everybody's kind of all done. In that case, go dig into these guys. And you two just dig into these guys. Yeah, the javelins, please. You keep shooting there. Thank you. You keep shooting there until I'm done with you. And you guys can slam right into the back of these guys. Yep, just charge right in. It'll take you a while to get over there, but you'll get there eventually. I think we're basically done at this point. Oh, that one hurt. Oh, I'm shooting my own guys, by the way. Friendly fire is totally a thing in here. Totally. So I'm taking out my own rats, but that's fine. We'll make more rats. That's what rats are for. We'll make plenty of rats. Rats will happen all day. Didn't even have to kill that many of them. Wait till I start getting some really good artillery. Speaking of throwing rocks, are you familiar with Sacred Cow shipyards? I am not. I assume it's a shipyard. That's all I got. I mean, I don't know about the Sacred Cow part. Is it like a Hindu shipyard? Is that what's going on there? Like a bunch of Hindus making boats? Maybe? I don't know. No, I am not familiar with that. Do they throw rocks at people? Do you walk by their shipyard and there's just a whole pelting of rocks? So heartless. Yeah, no, we've got plenty of rats. We'll make rats. I'm not worried about killing my own men. It's actually kind of what they're there for. Part of the tactics of the Skaven is you put throwaway units up front to get killed, while your better units stay behind and actually do something about everything. So I'm not worried. We'll make plenty of rats. These are, in fact, many of these units are actually marked as expendable. That is actually their trait. Their trait is expendable. So if they go down in combat, the rest of the army doesn't care. Because when you lose troops, the rest of the army, you know, understandably so, gets a little wigged out about that, and they might retreat. There are units that are marked as expendable. If they get killed, literally nobody else cares. It's a YouTube channel. Oh, okay, gotcha. The viability of many popular fictional spacecraft in naval terms. Gotcha. No, I have not heard of that at all. 1 second, please. Hang on, wait, what's M's thing? The ex-CEO of the only power utility is fleeing the country. Wow. That's, okay, you guys got it hardcore down there. Like, people are fleeing. Oh, wow. That seems like a big deal. Meat for the meat grinder. Exactly, Spud. Exactly, you throw them away. They're literally expendable units. It actually says so on their character card. Or meat shield. That's another trait. Just throw them in the front lines to soak up damage. The one on throwing rocks, as often as you said, makes me think of their video on the long Tom artillery from Battletech. Apparently rats have a fairly complex social structure. Higher ranking rats have the responsibility of trying new food sources, which might explain why the Skaven leaders are so weird. Well, they do commonly ingest. I don't know what warpstone is supposed to be. I don't know the specific lore of it, but it seems to be kind of like comets that crash on the planet and are radioactive, and then they eat them. So, yeah, first of all, I'm definitely not surprised Lord Skrolk is blind. And I'm also not surprised he's a little bit weird. And their social structure is basically completely patriarchal. The female Skaven are never seen and are never barely even referred to. Okay, yes, decisive victory. Yes, I was very clear about that. Thank you. Oh, wow, 2 food. I'd love to have some more than that. That'd be nice. And obviously, we're going to occupy the place. I can't really afford to occupy it more than that. I don't have 20 food to be giving up right now. So Sentinel time belongs to me. That gets me the nice set. So I've got all 3 of these now. So now I can put in a proclamation here, a commandment. Get me more food. More food, please. What could I theoretically be doing in the Sentinel of Time? Actually, put in the clan pit, and then I'll take it out over here. I don't really need 2 of them, and it only goes up to level 3, so I may as well put it in a minor settlement. There's no real point to putting that in a capital. Got way more important buildings to be putting there. I'm going to have to think sooner rather than later about a second army up here, because I'm going to tell you right now, these dwarves will be declaring war on us very soon. They don't like us. They will head right over to Subaton and take my pastures, and my pastures is my food. Bombus, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. I love the coffee cup, too. There's no wrong time for a Halloween coffee cup, I feel. Right. Lord Skrolk, come here. First of all, why don't we get you some better troops? Well, not better troops. They're actually worse. But get you some new troops. How about that? And you can have a couple of those and have another one of those. There you go. I'll get you some better stuff as soon as I can. Go back to this. Everyone's building a thing. Good. Unassigned skill points. Yeah, I'm not surprised. All right, 2 for Skrolk. Well, Root Marcher and Ancient Cunning. Ancient Cunning is the best thing you can do as a Skaven. It just increases the ambush chance, and considering they're always in ambush mode, the higher the better. The higher the better. And then I'm sure Slicin got a couple of points there, too. You can have that to start out this chain, and then... Oh, you only got 1 point. Oh, well, that was terrible of you. You should be better at things. Now what? Oh, we actually got a turn end. Do I know anyone yet? Have I met anyone apart from other... Oh, I've got some other Skaven I could be talking to. They're not that crazy about me, but I could be talking to them. Yeah, we can get a non-aggression pact with these guys. Ooh, and immediately into a trade agreement. Yeah, definitely. Take that. And then, what was the other Skaven that I just bumped into there? Clan Scrat. Oh, you're going to be dead soon. Is it even worth it, Nyx Poxtooth? Is it even worth it? Are you even going to survive past the next turn? Have you ever just had your heads just stuff up all at once? Oh, yeah, I hate that. Spine of Sotek Dwarfs will be declaring war on us momentarily, so I won't bother with them. Oh, Nurgle's around. Really? Really, they're way up there? Huh. Don't usually see that. Are you interested in not killing me? Yeah, you are. Great. I'm interested in you not killing me, frankly. How about military access for some money? Ooh, that's a lot of money. Okay, I'm going to back that one off. Not that and not that. I just want this. Non-aggression pact with you. I'd rather not get into a thing with you if we can. And the Vampire Coast. You guys love us. You're vampires. We're rats. It goes hand in hand. Song of the Loot. Welcome, welcome. Is this game like World of Warcraft? No. No. Totally not. No, no, no. Warhammer and Warcraft, 2 very, very different things going on there. Hopefully you like it, but it definitely is not World of Warcraft or even Warcraft. I mean, I suppose you get, the similarities is you are just basically putting armies against each other. So the Tomb Kings, I feel we could do some work with you, and the Awakened, I feel we could do some work with you. How about, oh, come on, are you kidding me? You're going to make me pay for a non-aggression pact? You're vampires. We're rats. Hand in hand. Hand in hand. How much do you want for it? Oh, you get the heck out of here with that. Luther Harkon. Get the heck out. I'm not paying you $2,300 just for the privilege of you not trying to kill me. How about Katep here? No, they hate us. Well, right now they hate us. They might not hate us later. You never know. Warcraft is an MMO. Well, World of Warcraft is an MMO. Warcraft is not. Warcraft is just sort of a, well, pit armies against each other kind of thing. All right, I'm going to tentatively end the turn and wait for the dwarves to declare war on me. I'm going to have to get another army up. Are the Tomb Kings mummies? Yeah, they're very cool, Spikeable Girl. They're super cool. Yeah, they are indeed mummies, and they live in a lot of places, actually. You'd think they just live in the desert in Warhammer Africa, but no, no, no. They live all over the place. They generally get along okay with the rats. They're a fidgety diplomacy race. In terms of like how they deal with other races. They love you or they hate you, and you never know. You just never know with that. What's going on over here? Oh yeah, we have 273 other factions that we've got to get through. Just a heads up. And we're deficit on food right now. We are deficit on food. Why are we deficit on food? Is Subaton not up and running yet? It is now. Okay. So next turn, I should not be deficit on food again. And how soon until we're going to get another point there? Ooh, not as soon as I'd like. Not as soon as I'd like. Okay, money's a little lower than I'd like it to be, too. This is all fine. Everything is fine right now. Lord Skrolk, come talk to me, Chief. I wonder how much this has inspired the Fallen London universe. Dwarves need more female characters. You never see female dwarves. No, you absolutely do, but like Pratchett, you just don't know they're females. They have the same beards. It's even more entertaining because I don't play MMOs and have no skin in the game. Fallen down a YouTube rabbit hole of MMO drama and scams. Ooh, that does sound good. I need some more YouTube drama. I'm so bored with the one I'm into now. It's barely entertaining. Okay, let's sort of go... Which way? I want to lure these guys out. In my perfect world, I lure them out. I'd rather not have them get a huge army up and going. Is this their capital? It is their capital. That means it's going to have walls. But, ooh, wow, your garrison ain't nothing. Your army's nothing. But your garrison ain't nothing. I might have to starve them out. I'd actually love to just sit here. Callum, Upton, Kira TV, John... Oh, I'm never going to remember any of those things. Somebody post that in Discord. I need some more YouTube drama. So bored with my YouTube drama. Wait. Who are you? Oh, you're a lizard. Okay, you're a lizard something. What are you doing? Yeah, this is why those rats are not going to survive. They've got one colony, a very desirable colony, I might add, if you own the other colonies over there. This ain't going to fly for them. I'd love to make diplomatic relations with them, but it's not really worth it. They're going to be wiped out very, very soon. Okay, only 270 factions now. 3 of them got wiped out in the last turn. All right. If I, just for argument's sake, wanted to try and take the Southern Sentinels, close defeat. Okay. How about I tried to starve you out for a while? Close defeat means almost a close victory. If I can get them to come out to me, I might be able to make something happen. This is a terrible idea. But I'm going to continue that siege. And in the meantime, I have very, very little money in terms of surplus, but I'm going to try and put together a second army, which is a terrible idea. This is an awful idea. The armies in this game are really cool. They really are. They really are. I was hesitant on Warhammer 3 until Immortal Empires came out, which is the sandbox mode, because that's all I want to play. I don't want to play your quest line. I don't want to play your campaign. I want to play whatever I want to play. I'm going to get a new Lord going. Yep, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Not a Grey Seer, because I've already got one of them. How about a Warlord? Actually, a Warlock Master would be good. What have you got? Metastone and, oh, I can't pronounce that. Snickitch. Snickitch. There we go. I got it. Oh, ambush success chance. 25%? Absolutely. And your loyalty is pretty good, too. Oh, yeah, P.S. We have to deal with loyalty. Our other lords just may revolt and take their army with them. Just as a heads up, that might happen. Let's get you four of those, and then 3 of those in reserve. Yeah, do that. Okay. And then I might, depending on what the lizards do, folding ideas is a good essay called Why It's Rude to Suck at Warhammer. So once the coastal rats get wiped out, can you step in and retake their colony? Very possibly, but the lizards will take it. Yes. That's actually not what I want. You know what? I grossly underestimated... No, I grossly overestimated myself. We're out. I'm going to retreat on that. That was not my smartest move. Nobody is surprised by that. Oh, great. There's a plague in Subaton already. Already? This is those plague demons up the road there. I played nice with them, too. Ah, good news, though. Subaton's ready for an upgrade. I don't really have a lot of money, though, do I? Don't really have, like... Oh, wait, you have a food thing, don't you? Okay, I gotta get that. I don't want that. This can get demolished. And this can go up a level. That's basically all my money gone. You I'm going to spend a little bit of money on you, but not... I'm basically going to create a trash army for you. I'm going to create the worst army I can think of, because that's basically all I can afford. And take another one of those, and that's it. That's basically all I've got right now. All I've got. How your army? It's fine, Speedy. It's fine right now. I'm retreating. We've made a terrible decision, and we're out. Long story short, we've made a terrible decision, and we're out. What we will do is go over here instead. But I got to bring down Hoosie McWhatsit there, the new guy, to cover Sentinel of Time. The problem is, if I bring him down there to cover Sentinel of Time, the dwarves are going to go, ooh, Subaton looks tasty. Look, they've already got an army. They're getting ready to march on me. These dwarves always go aggro. I've never played this when they don't go aggro. I mean, they're dwarves. They hate rats. It's kind of their jam. Okay, who's got an unassigned skill point? Oh, Slicin does. Okay. Why don't you have Wither? Why don't you reduce people's armor? I love reducing people's armor. It's like my hobby. And how about you? Anyone else? No. Okay, this is going to be a problem down here. That's going to be a problem. Sentinel of Time. I could stop production on this, bump up production on this, and get you better defenses. That's not the stupidest idea I've ever had. It's not the smartest. I need the food. Well, I've got a food thing going. Okay, stop that. Do that over here instead. It's still going to take 3 turns, and then it's going to take more turns to get the defenses up and running. This is... what's your problem? Why do I care about you, Gora? I mean, I'm going to care about you in the future. Itza won't go aggro on me immediately, he says optimistically. But he will. Or Itza, as a faction, will definitely aggro on me. The dwarves will go first, though, because the dwarves are technically next door. Are the dwarves naked? Why is everyone... Em, this is all your fault. I want you to know that. This is all your fault. Naked rats, zombies, vampires, and dwarves. I don't want to lick any of those. I mean, if I have to choose, I don't want to choose. You know what? I'm going to stop this conversation right now. This little monologue just ended. All right, so who's up and running? You are. Got a little bit of money I could spend. Not a lot. Got a little. Let's get these guys. Weapons dump. Because that will pay for itself once I've got rat flamethrowers. How about... I'd love to draw you over to Chuppayotl. This place is a gold mine. Literally. It's actually quite literally a gold mine. It is, in fact, it has gold. So I'm going to go in here instead and hope that I'm going to draw them over there instead of to the Sentinel of Time. Or at least tie them up for a little bit thinking about going over there. Because I don't want them to go to Sentinel of Time. They'll walk right in. Ray, welcome, welcome, welcome. How dare I blame M? Scroll up, Ray. Scroll up. M started this basically from like the 3rd chat thing. M started this. It's not my fault on this one. Hang on, I'm going to move Coffee Cam again. More up here. There's so much UI in Warhammer. It's kind of hard to know what to put where. Lick the stream, taste of Dave's denial. It always does. That's a familiar flavor. That's a very... Willow's absolutely right. It is never, ever too cold for ice cream. That's just not possible. Ice cream is always an option. I mean, it is sub-zero out right now. It's below 0. But I would happily eat ice cream. I would prefer not to eat it maybe outside. I'd like to eat it inside, in a warm house. But I would be more than happy to do that. Hang on, let's see if I got any coffee left here. Not as such, no, not really. Sure. Let's see if I can get a little tiny bit more magic. Nope, I can't. I can get it a little tiny bit less magic. All right, everybody back up over here. This should be, again, a very, very easy one. Get you to go like that. Actually, do a little bit more. That's better. And you kind of right there. And then now I've got way more slingers. So let's put you guys all out there. All my spears can be right kind of up front here. I only take one of you guys over there and one of you guys over there. And then Plague Monks on the side just to, I don't know, go in and do something. I have custard flavor ice cream. Interesting flavor. Maybe we can have a rat port. We will have a rat port. We will absolutely have a rat port. Rat ports are a thing. Now, one of you and one of you. Okay, start that and immediately start firing the Plague Claws. Because that's the thing that's going to happen. They have more units than that. Somebody's hidden. Somebody's in these trees. Because I know they had more units than this. There they are. Okay, there they are. Found them. And the bombardment begins. And we see that morale just plummet. I just basically took that unit out with one shot. One more will do the job. Oh yeah, your morale is coming back for now. That won't last. That won't last at all. There comes another bombardment. That's probably going to take those guys out. Now, there goes the morale again. Yeah, this will be broadly fine. Oh, by the way, oh yeah, we can't, oh, I don't have Menace Below here because we're not in an area where I have any sort of, you know, control or anything like that. Exactly, Spike Little Girl, you're going to have to be in charge of charging, which is kind of funny to say. You're now in charge of charging. You get right in there. You, let's see. No, this is all actually broadly fine. Why don't you try and chase these guys off, and then you pelt them, which you're already doing anyway. Good job, team. Yeah, the Plague Monks are getting slaughtered because Plague Monks have no armor. Go ahead and charge into there. Who else likes mince pie? I am kind of wishy-washy on mince pie. I'm not that crazy about it. Hey, you guys can come in all you want, but you're going to get pelted with rocks as you run away, which you probably will. Actually, I'm surprised you engaged. Well, you really went, you went melee on us? That's bold for a skirmisher unit. Also, I should probably be forwarding more troops. And Lord Skrolk, oh, you don't have anything to do. Do this on them. How about you, Slicin'? No, we're totally out of magic. We have no magic. So, yeah, come slam right into the back of these guys. Let's go down to Battlefield Cam here. Let's watch the rats chew up the lizards. Oh, yeah, that's looking good. Again, no naked rats here. I want to be super clear about that. None of these rats are naked. They are fully clothed rats. Well, fully is an exaggeration, to be sure. But they are clothed. They have clothes on. Rat clothes, to be precise. Rat clothes. No, why don't you take those guys out? Thank you. Oh, no, they just surrendered. Never mind. Never mind. Take these guys out instead. And whoever my team is down here, let's just charge right into here. Just wreck those guys. Yep, we're done. We're done. And we'll take a few shots on the way out, but we don't really need to because it's a city battle, so I just immediately take the city, and everyone else gets killed. Gotta go. Kids going crazy. They were making YouTube short and not sure what's going on now. Yeah, you should probably attend to that, Azra. Thank you for coming by. Why aren't the rats naked? That is a valid point. I mean, they do need armor. The Plague Monks could be. They have no armor. I think they have technically like 10 armor, which is basically no armor. I hate the Plague Monks. They're so not good. They are rats in underwear. Everyone else are naked. Do rats need underwear? I feel they don't. I mean, they're filthy, disgusting creatures. Why would they need that? Yeah, you should probably go attend to that, Azrar. Just random children making random YouTube shorts. I don't want them naked. That's their name. They are branded Nekid. Okie dokie. Right on. Right on. So we'll take Chuppiotl, and then my hope is that they're going to try and come and take it back. Because I don't want them going north. If they go north, they're totally going to take my settlement. They will walk right through the Sentinel of Time. In fact, I'll probably just auto-resolve it. It'll be too pathetic to do by myself. Oh, Plague Monks. Look at that. The guy's almost dead. Plague Monks. Psh, that's what I say about Plague Monks. Everyone's all into the Plague Monks. Oh, yeah, they're great anti-infantry. Yeah, but they have no armor. 0 armor. Well, all right, 10 armor, which is basically 0. I can get up to Storm Vermin, and they have like 90 armor. All right, wrap it up here, Total War Warhammer 3. Come on. The loading screens are interminable on this. So, they all killed a fraction of people. The Plague Claw Catapult killed 83 and 86 each. Actually, I'm digging on those Plague Monks. They did a bulk of the kills. They took out more than a few people there. More than a few people. Looking up mince pie ice cream to see where I can buy it. Oh, dear. Once you stand up on your hind legs, you don't exactly want to go into battle naked. That's true. You're right about that. That is correct. That is a bold statement. Okay, wrap it up here, load screen. I've got things to do. I have a gold mine to start. Quite literally, a gold mine to start. Chuppyuddle is just bursting with gold, and I want to take all of it. I need it to finance my new army, my trash army, my army that is basically a speed bump. That's what I want it to be. Yeah, I'd assume that mince pie ice cream would be more seasonal too. It doesn't seem like that's something you'd have every day, or indeed want every day. But then again, I'm not that hip on mince pie, so what do I know? Oh, anytime within the reign of the current monarch, please. Anytime now. No? Okay, that's cool. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. Total War, Warhammer 3, Immortal Empires. You got to say the whole thing, otherwise it doesn't count. And then what? Do I stay here in Chuppyuddle, which is an okay idea? But what if they make a move for... They will be able to get to the Southern Sentinels in one move. In one move, they can get in there, take it. Then I could easily flip over there and take it back and eliminate their army, which would open up the door to getting the rest of their territory. I almost kind of want to do that. Just sacrifice the Southern Sentinels so they'll be weakened and I can go in and take it back. That's not a bad idea. I might kind of work on that. Yeah, load screens are a little interminable. My apologies for that. We'll have to think about that on a going forward basis. Wait, what are we befuddled about? Befuddled how mince pie is churned into ice cream. That's not a... That ain't good. That can't be right. That's something that people really do? Okay, got some loot. Not much. Got some loot. Got a talisman. More importantly, there we go, a level up. Good deal. Alright, definitely take it. I can't afford the food to get it any higher than that, but now I've got a gold mine. Yes, I know, my army is a plague. Got it. Thank you to the plague demons up north. Thank you so much for sending your plague down here. Really, really appreciate that one. I'll do the same to you when I get the right to do that. Okay, Chuppyuddle, talk to me. You have the port, which I can't not have. I can't demolish the port, right? No, I have no ability to demolish the port. All I can do is repair it. You're stuck with the port, even though that's not actually what I want here. And then you up here. All right, so you're full of plague. How's that working out for you? Subaton is not going to be near level 2 anytime in the near future. If I move you down to the Sentinel of Time, that's probably a terrible idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. Why don't you go into March stance there, Chief? If nothing else, there's no plague down here. It'll be like a plague vacation. Move between Chuppyuddle and the other threatened towns so you can catch their army. That is not a terrible idea. Yeah, Lord Skrolk can't do anything now because he's kind of burned his move moving into Chuppyuddle. But yeah, that's not a bad idea. Kind of position myself in the middle and try to catch them whichever way they go. That's actually a decent idea. I'm going to bring this guy down to defend Sentinel of Time. Hopefully I can wrap this up before the dwarves go aggro, because they will. They absolutely will. This is not my first day as Lord Skrolk. Mind of the Bearded Skulls is going to go, hello, Subaton looks tasty, and move right in. Itza will do that eventually, but not right away, because they've got other issues right now. They have a whole vampire thing going on over on the east. So, Lord Skrolk, I'm sure you've got a skill point. Ancient Cunning, every time. I always max out Ancient Cunning, because that is going to be plus 30% of an ambush chance, which is just phenomenal. And that's it. Okay. Let's see what they do. What are the Southern Sentinels' plan here? Because I feel it's to move right into the Sentinel of Time. It's what I would do. I would move right over there, leave my walled city as is, because I've got a fairly decent garrison. Who's doing what now? Oh. Interesting choice. You're going over to defend the Mangrove Coast. And now you're out again? Huh. That's a dumb move, but then again, I am playing on easy mode, so they do dumb moves. It's specifically in the option setting. It's like basically the enemy will be kind of dumb. Can't I use the port? Yes, I can, Spike Little Girl. I absolutely can. It's a moneymaker, but it's not as much. Okay, so this might be a surprise to you. The port is not nearly as much of a moneymaker as the actual gold mine, where we make actual gold. So yeah, no, the port will make money. In fact, it's probably repaired now. So that makes 75. All right, the gold mine is going to make, I think, 300 per turn to begin with, and then go up from there. Although the port does give me growth plus 20, which is not to be sniffed at. Okay, so my options... Oh, they may have just kind of boxed themselves in here. I can get to the Mangrove Coast now. And I don't... Ooh, they might... I think they're just in reinforcing range. Like, can I tell with you? Are you... Okay. Well, your army's garbage. What's in the Mangrove Coast? There will be a good garrison, but not if I get down there quickly. Oh, this became way more interesting. Way more interesting. I thought they'd just hole up in the Southern Sentinels, or try to take Sentinel of Time. No, no, no. They've gone for the weird move. Alright, well, Lord Skrolk is healed. I can't quite get to them, but I can get here. I'm going for it. We're moving in. If I can cut them off here, they'll have no army in the Southern Sentinel. And they do not get reinforcements. They're not getting the reinforcements out of there. Cool. Yeah, I'll definitely fight that. I will definitely fight that. Can I get to the capital before they return to it? Maybe. Maybe. And if not, I will have 2 armies down here, which will be a much better siege scenario. At worst case scenarios, I'll starve them out. I'd rather not go into a siege battle against their walls unless they were starved out. Because lizards plus walls, they just don't die. I'll never pick those walls clean. They will annihilate us before we get near the walls. But if I starve them out, that's a whole other kettle of fish. Thank you, Spikelow Roll. Yes, we are attacking the Mangrove Coast. We're in the southerny tip of Warhammer South America. Actually, there's a little bit more below us. We're going to have to deal with that, too. There's elves down there. Elves don't like rats. Nobody likes the rats. I should see if the vampires like us anymore after a few turns. Because usually they do. And sometimes they turn weird, and there's like, nah, we're not into rats today. Can I get a little bit more magic, please? Just a little tiny bit more magic? Nope, I actually got way less. Okay, well, magic is not going to be a factor in this battle. Good thing I've got Plague Claw catapults. All right, let's get some of those positioned then. So this should be a very, very easy battle. I think that's even the least amount of troops we've had to fend off against. So that can go right there. Just take that a little bit more like that. There we go. That is better. That is better. Potatoes make everything better. That is true. I could add potatoes to Plague Monks. You know what? It would be better armor. That any potato would be better armor than what they've got right now, because they basically have almost no armor. All the spears up here. And I think this time I'm going to keep my Plague Monks in reserve. Like way back here. And just see if they can kind of chip in without getting slaughtered immediately. We might get enough magic for like a single spell, but that's about it. However, I will have Menace Below. So I will have magic rats that will spring out of nowhere. They're not technically magic, they're just underground. These guys don't know they're here. They're wonderful for pinning troops down. These guys are a little close. I probably won't get much luck with that on this move, or in this battle. But you pin them down with something like Menace Below, and then they have the high ground that doesn't matter, really, Willow. They don't actually, they're not fielding a lot of ranged weapons. They've got a couple over here, but basically they're almost all infantry. And more shooting. Yeah, I'm not going to get a Menace Below by the time we get here. Wow, I've only got enough magic for one Bless with Filth. Sure, you know what? Let's Bless with Filth then. These guys look blessable. Now you're blessed. Enjoy your blessings. And I'll just get this in here, right here. Throw that in right now. And then all the slings start coming in. Why don't you swing your way over here? Oh, it was sarcastic high ground. Yes, Obi-Wan did teach us well on that. Yeah, no, it actually, high ground does matter. High ground is not nothing over here. It's just not important in this particular battle. If I was on where they are, oh, that would have been brutal. Because they'd have to march up the hill at me. Which would, they would not like that at all. Okay, you guys, more rock throwing, please? Could I see some more rock throwing in anytime soon? You go over there and hit those guys. You guys are doing fine down here. You don't really need me to be chipping in. The Plague Monks, however, can get right in here and just dice these guys up. I think this is broadly fine. You, get right in there. Charge right into those guys. You should do great. You are anti-infantry. You're missile infantry. Infantry is in the title. So I think you're going to do fine. Lord Skrolk, there's no more oh, actually, you can do a little bit more magic. Hang on, let's do, well, we did a nice menace below, right on top of you. Oh, my guys got wiped out. That was my throwaway unit, though. That is fine. That's all fine. It gave them time to get slung and catapulted to death. You guys go right in there, charge right in. Sorry, my mouse is going a little bit wonky right now. I'm not sure why. Oh, you're back, are you? Okay. Well, meet my expendable troops. Have fun with them. Just go right into expendable troop territory. Wow, you guys are... ooh, Plague Monks. Why can you not pull it together? They don't even have, like, melee weapons. They've got javelins, and you're losing to them. You're losing to them. That's an embarrassment, frankly. Craven, my warriors flee. Yeah, they're supposed to. They're throwaway units. That's literally their job. And these guys can just hang out. There's nothing really for them to be doing. Could maybe get, like, a Pestilent Breath in here. Maybe like that. How about that? Can we get that in there real quick? Yep, that did a lot of damage. Oh, they didn't like that at all. Weirdly, we're not doing well over here. Could we maybe be better at this? Just get over there. Just walk through these people. You charge up there like a complete lunatic. Just charge everything. Everybody do everything until I tell you to do something different. What's your... oh, you have Wither. Right. Oh, Wither these guys. They got tons of armor. Take their armor right off. Yep, that won the battle. Yep, that won the battle right there. All of a sudden, they had way less armor than they did a second ago. Okay, thanks for stopping by, guys. Sorry my Plague Monks were terrible, but they're kind of terrible. Grundle, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your fault. You said, hey, why don't you play some Warhammer? I said, hey, why don't I? That's a really good idea. That's an excellent idea. So here we are. As promised, Lord Skrolk. Probably my favorite. Because in the late game, he's basically unstoppable. As I was saying yesterday, I've accidentally almost won the game with him. I didn't even mean to. I wasn't even trying. But he had taken over, I'm going to say, probably 40% of the planet at that point. Because he just becomes an unstoppable force with the artillery. It's just a little ludicrous. The only thing we're running into, Grundle, is an appalling load screen time. So, no, I'm glad you could help, too. It's always a good idea to play some Warhammer. So, again, running on a slightly older PC, the load time is a little bit fussy. A little bit fussy, especially at the end of battles. Going into battles, not so much. End of battles, a little bit fussier. A little bit fussier. So, we're kind of sitting here, just sort of chit-chatting, looking at load screens, doing all sorts of fun things like that. I should add that little character portrait of Skrolk into the thumbnail. That's probably a good idea. People like to know who you're playing as, I bet. Rather than just any Skaven. I mean, all of Skaven are good. I never got into the assassin guy. I mean, his abilities look really awesome, but I just never really got into him very much. Ikit Claw is amazing because, you know, you have rat nuclear bombs, which is just lunacy. I mean, you think Skrolk is good. And then you get rat bombs that nuke people and take out half of their army with one shot. Who else is in there? Quick Head Taker. He's okay. I hate his starting location. Starting location is so fussy with him. And then there's, oh, the monster guy is good. The guy who does all the monster stuff. Load screens are a little heavier. Yep, you're right. It's the huge factions. There's 275 to start with. Eventually, when you get down to, like, under 100, which is, when you're under 100, you're in, my personal consideration, you're in the late game at that point, because you're just dealing with the most powerful factions when you're under 100. Yeah, it does speed up a little bit there. You're right. There are 275 factions, all with their own plans, who are doing stuff, and we're just interrupting them at this point. We're interrupting them. Now, where does this put me? Because their army is not wiped out. But I mean, I say army loosely because there's only like 5 units in it. They'll probably go back to the Southern Sentinels. That's going to be their move. I would. because I'm surrounding them at this point. They've got to fall back and defend their capital. What makes a meat pie naked? That is an excellent question. A lack of crust? Lack of crust. I'm going with lack of crust on that. That's what determines the nudity of a mince pie. Oh, any times this century, Clan Pestilence. I'd actually... I don't know what to do with Southern Sentinels. I've got reinforcements coming. Just nude pie. You know what? Just as a team here, could we never use the phrase nude pie again? How about we just make that a chat rule? We never say anything bad about David Bowie, and we never ever utter the phrase nude pie again. I think we can all come to terms with that. I think that's a sensible plan. Okay, so I've got the Mangrove Coast. I've got 2 food. Wow, whoop, thanks. And I've got a degree of money. Later in the game, we'll be making stupid money. Right now, it's going to be a little bit tight. And obviously, I'm going to move right in. Mangrove Coast belongs to me. Ooh, Reptile Thing Sacrifice. That'll come in handy, like now, basically. Plus 10% when fighting against lizardmen. Good thing we're fighting against some lizardmen. They're going to fall back. They're absolutely just going to fall right back to the Southern Sentinels. It's really their only move. It's the only place they have left. Unless they're going to try and... Can they get to Chuppyotl? They can. You know what? That's fine, because I can get there too. I can... In fact... No, my garrison isn't even... Like, I'll repair that, by the way. My garrison won't even be healed up yet. No, my garrison's garbage. My garrison's absolute 100% garbage. Okay, who's got skill points to talk to me about? Skrolk? Yep. Yes, I'll get Ancient... You know what, just take it. There we go. I've maxed out Ancient Cunning. It's done. It's done. James! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wait, there's already a word for that. Wait, nude pie is custard? Haven't been able to use my new PSVR2 to motion sickness. Pneumonia was causing it, not the headset. Yeah, motion sickness is tough with VR. Some games I get it, some games I don't. It's why I don't use free motion. I just use the teleport kind of thing. And Slicin', I assume you've got a thing going on here. Why don't you get the Plague Rash one, just to get that out of the way. Moving up towards Plague, which is a great ability. Okay, upgrade available. Whom? Ah, Subaton. Oh, sure. I don't have much money left, but absolutely get that going on, Subaton. And please don't attack me, dwarves. This is all I'm... Please don't attack me, dwarves. That's all I want. Just dwarves, stay in your little mountain there until I'm done with you. Or at least until I'm ready to deal with you. Ready to deal with you. That would be speaking of nude mince pie. No, are we going with nude pie? Is that our new thing? Okay, where are you going? What's your move, Timac? Yeah, you're going to go reinforce Southern Sentinels. Of course you are. And you're probably going to try and build up that army, too. Yeah, you're in mustering. No surprise. Well, at least you didn't take Chuppyotl. Which means I'm in a really good position to starve you out. Who is Ashok the Bloody? That was orcs. Yes, I know we always have a plague. We're always having plagues. It's the plague guys up the street. They're always bringing plagues over here. All right, now, how much money do I have? $34.95. Get that up there, and get that up there. And now I'll have... Actually, could I get a couple of these in now? Or could I... Do I have... Oh, I won't have any money. No, I won't have any money for that, and I'm not in the right area. Okay, I think we just move on these guys. Because between the two of them... Alright, put you there. And put you right next to you. If they try and come out, we can reinforce each other. This is all fine. I know you've got a little tiny bit of a plague there. Sorry. Just try to, learn to cope with that information. So they're not going to be able to get anywhere. If they move, we've got them. And if they stay, we've got them. This is all 100% fine. End that turn. Haven't used a headset for like a decade. What are you guys doing over there? I'm surprised those rats are still there. Poxtooth is still kicking around. Maybe I should go make friends with him. Maybe I should. He's not going to survive. No, he's got a full stack army and then some backup on the way. No, Poxtooth is not long for this world. These guys love kayaks. The lizards always get down with kayaks. I mean, who wouldn't? It's an awesome spot. Oh, Poxtooth is here. Looking for a little help, are you there, Chief? I bet you are. A trade agreement, sure. This is going to last about 2 turns until you're annihilated. But yeah, I'll take a trade agreement with you. That's fine. I'll take your money. I'm going to check in with the vampires after this. We're going to do a little diplomacy here. I have virtually no money. I know 1606 seems like a large surplus. It's really not. I need way more than that. Way, way more than that. Okay, Clan Spittle I'm way more interested in. Seems like you've got a bit of a game going on here. What could we offer each other? Military access. Okay, how much do you want for that? 684? I'll take it. I'll take it. Working my way towards either a nice alliance with you or possibly in the future, Confederation. Now, Clan Scrat, really, what are you bringing to the table here? Alright, I'll take your non-aggression pact and I'll take your military access. Thank you very much. I'd like to see what the vampires are up to. How do the vampires feel about me? The High Elves are not going to like me. It's not even worth it. Vampires... Okay, are we getting a little bit better? No, it's actually deteriorating. It's deteriorating a little bit. You liked the fact that I had a war with the Cult of Sotek. This game is the best. It is, Jeff. It is very interesting. It took me a while to get into it, but once I get into it, I really, really enjoyed it. I'd like to cuddle up to the Awakened. But how much is that going to cost me? Could we get a non-aggression pact with you? No. Looks like we can't even afford to get the non-aggression pact. It's not even an option. Who else is on the map that I'm aware of? Anyone? No, that's it. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do with you vampire folk. And they did not even come out of the city, which means we are going to re-siege them. So right in here, but this time... Yeah, I know it's a close defeat. That's okay. Don't worry. I've got backup right behind me. I'll put all of this nonsense together. Continue the siege, please. And then I'm going to go right in and bring my other guy right behind me. So, no, don't be in march mode. Be in regular mode, please. You can just sneak in right there. So how does that change the tide of battle, if at all? Valiant defeat? Really? Are you sure about that? It seems to me I got a lot of guys on the field here. You guys are really tough. I'm not saying you're not. Really? But a lot of your guys are just javelins. You got what? One thing of cavalry. Oh, you have a stegodon. You have a giant monster. That's no good. I don't like it when people have giant monsters. This game is totally out of my wheelhouse. I'm interested to see how it plays. Don't know how Warhammer at all. I'm somewhat familiar with the Total War series. I love it. It's my favorite of all the Total Wars because it has the fantasy element. I mean, you got dragons and monsters. I mean, these guys have a stegodon. These guys just showed up with a stegodon. So, okay, we're going to continue the siege. In my dream world, we just starve them out. I actually don't want this battle. This would be a bad battle for me to take on. When are you getting starved out? Oh, it's already starving. Oh, perfect. Great. You're already starving. All right, so in my dream world again, this dream world that I live in, give them like 2 or 3 turns, and we will be able to walk right in. I won't. I will actually likely auto-resolve that, because if I go into a city battle, even if they're starving and they're at low health, they can probably still kick my butt. I need someone to co-op or versus campaigns. Oh, I got my butt kicked doing co-op once, or, you know, a versus thing. Okay, here's hoping they don't sally forth. Here's hoping they just stay in the city and starve to death. Who are you? Okay, you're not the people I'm worried about. Always love Total War, the fantasy monsters, and make it... Yeah, exactly. I mean, the Total War series is fantastic. I played Rome and all sorts of stuff like that. But I get into that, I'm like, okay, that was cool, but I'd like to go back to the bit where we have dragons, thank you. Because that makes it even better. Sure, yeah, Napoleon has cannons. Neat. I've got a dragon. It breathes fire. I don't, actually. I might get one later, because we might be cuddling up to the Dark Elves. In fact, I'd like to find them sooner rather than later. Okay, they're sallying out. I'm taking the auto-resolve on this for a very specific reason. If I try to fight this myself, I will probably lose. Not that... I mean, we outnumber them. We've got catapults, but I will likely lose to the Stegodon alone. The Stegodon alone will walk right through my army, so I'm going to take the close victory auto-resolve for my own safety. just to finish these guys out. They are now done. I got some food, actually quite a bit of food. Ooh, I might sacrifice some of that. No, I'm not up to plentiful yet. No, I'll leave it as is. Leave it as is. I did get a good chunk of money there. Yeah, I defend that move. I think auto-resolving that with a close victory was the way to go there. Lord Skrolk moves right in. Snicketch here will get some XP out of that. That's cool. Night, Royce Cat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Watching you play a War Hydra. Hopefully, we might be able to get one of those later. We will definitely be working very, very hard to cuddle up to the Dark Elves. There's some right around the corner. Right, the Liber Bubonicas. What is the enemy forces? Oh, yeah, I remember that battle. It's a wave battle. You're looking at this going, oh, it's just a bunch of zombies. They're nothing. And then there's like 3 or 4 more waves that come in. We might do that. A Reptilian Ravager. Ooh, I've got a neat trait. Potion of Healing, okay. Armor, and that went to Snicketch, good. And the 13th Scheme is unlocked, great. And we've got the Plains and the Southern Sentinels, all sorts of things. Okay, bring me back down home here. What did I inherit in the Southern Sentinels? I can get that right up to level 2, or, more importantly, I can get Chuppyuddle up to level 2, which is actually more important to me because, again, just so we're all clear, gold mine. Gold mine. Imric is a fun free leader. You can recruit like 6 legendary dragons. Yeah, I love the High Elves, but there's a point where they're a little bit not as entertaining. Like, they're so normal. Just normal retinue. They're pretty cool to play. Right, why don't you barrel back up north and start defending Subaton? Because those dwarves are going to come sooner rather than later. And you can do a little restructuring of your army. By the time you get up there, we'll have some money, for one, and probably some cool new things that I can bring into your army. If I could find the Dark Elves soon, I'd love... They're going to be right up in here. They're going to be up in this area. They always are. That'd be very, very cool, because I want to work on my diplomatic relations with them. Could you go after the Sotek lizards while their army is out fighting other rats? Absolutely. Absolutely. That will be probably the move after... No, don't do what I told you to do. Sorry, I just misclicked you there, Snicketch. Actually, go up to Subaton. That will be the move probably after we deal with the dwarf issue. So this is not my first day as Lord Skrolk in Immortal Empires Warhammer 3. What will happen next, I'll guarantee you, these dwarves are going to declare war on us and try and hop into Subaton or anything, Oixel, any of those. So I don't want to spread my forces out over here until I actually need to. I'd rather just let these people fight amongst themselves, because none of them particularly like each other. You got elves down here, you've got lizards here, you've got rats here. In fact, there's something to be said for me helping these rats and using them as an allied speed bump. But what I have to do with that, you know what I could do? I have an idea now. I have an idea. Thank you, Em. Thank you. Regular High Elves are meh, but Imric, just ignore High Elf politics. Yeah, largely. So Jayhawk, here's how I'm going to work with your plan, but put my own little spin onto it. What we're gonna do is, well, but that would be me declaring war on Zlansek. And that means they're going to come after me. If I come after them, they'll come after me. Is this their only territory? Is this all they've got? Is one thing. So, yeah, they have one thing. Okay, so here's my spin on your plan, Jayhawk. I'll have Lord Skrolk go into underway stance. Go over here. Smash Zlansek. And leave it there. Just raise it to the ground as an open invitation for these rats to come over and take it when they're done with their armies. Because the second I take that settlement out, they're going to suffer massive attrition because they have no home world or home, like, society. They have no home. They have no home. I didn't actually need anything additional after the word home. They have no home, so they're not going to have any supplies, so they're going to be suffering attrition. That would really help Poxtooth here, who... Why are you suffering attrition? You're under siege. Ooh. They might walk in before I get a chance to execute my plan. We shall see. We shall see. This is an interesting concept here. If I put you into underway stance, you can hop over there right now. Now, I don't know. The lizards shouldn't even know that I'm here because I'm in underway stance. Underway. I suppose you could be in underwear stance, too. Okay, Lord Skrolk, 2 level ups here. Let's just start getting things moving in the right direction. So I'm going to give you... Wither. I do love Wither. Just knock the armor off of them. And Slicin', let's keep your plan going here. Why don't you have Bless with Filth and Wither? Because now that's minus 60 armor. Moving towards the direction of Plague. That's the plan. Moving towards Plague. Who else has points? Oh, Snicketch, right. I forgot about you. You also get Root Marcher. You can have Warp Lightning. We'll get you into Ancient Cunning momentarily. You don't even worry about that, Chief. Who's got a building upgrade? Oh, okay, yeah. Definitely get some walls going around Subaton. No question. And then get more food. Neat. Where are we at on food? We are positive on food. That is always good. Commandment for this area. Why don't you go into growth? Yeah, do expansionist planning. And then if there's a rebellion, I'll just deal with it. It's all fine. I'll deal. Devious plans. Yes, please. Oh, boy. Less recruitment cost for... Less upkeep cost for the least expensive units on the market. Okay, and that turn. I think we're going to try and help our rat friends of a sort over here. Oh, yeah, he's figured it out. He figured out what my plan is. He's starting to march back down. Gorrock. Oh, you're going to declare war on me, aren't you? Really? Itza's going first before the dwarves. Okay, you know what? That's fine. I've got someone going up there anyway. That's unusual. Usually the dwarves declare war first, and then Itza. Itza has decided to jump the gun there a little bit. I don't know if they checked in with the dwarves prior to doing that. Dwarves always declare war on us. They will. They absolutely will. What's nice is the dwarves... Oh, here they go. Yep, there we go. Dwarves declaring war. Knew that was going to happen. Okay. So they both declared war at the same time. All right, that's fine. Itza's got some power. The dwarves... Well, their armies are just complete and utter tanks. But they only have 2 settlements. And I've got my guy moving up here. He will be up here fairly soon. And their main army... I saw it up here. This is nothing. This is just one lord. Don't really care about that. In fact, I wonder if it'd be worth sneaking into the Thrice Cursed Peak. Just sneak right in there and grab that. They'll move into Subaton, though, and I don't want to lose the food. Okay, back to Lord Skrolk. Here's your plan, Skrolk. Just go smash this to the ground. Just go in and destroy it. Actually, cancel that. What's the thingamajiggy look like in here? What's the garrison look like? Oh, yeah. And that's it. That's all they've got is one thing. Now, this being said out loud, do I really want to fight a war on 2 fronts? Some players do let some settlements revolt to farm the revoltees for free food. Yeah, that's true. No, it's a valid tactic. And you can do it with the garrison. Because they'll siege you, and they usually have a trash army, and the garrison can just go out and take them out. Don't even need to bring an army in on that. Do I want to be fighting a war on 2 fronts now? Because I am pressed between Quetzal and the Thrice Cursed Peak. I would love to help the rats. I really do. But I don't... I need to bring Skrolk back home. I think that's smarter. One of those guys declaring war on me I can take. Both of them at the same time is a little tiny bit fussier. Yeah, go ahead and fight dirty. Weapon strength up for units that I don't really use that much, but probably will in the future. This island looks like a nice place for a tropical holiday if it wasn't for the warring factions. Yeah, hopefully if all goes well, we're going to own broadly all of this. Broadly all of this. Again, the Dark Elves are up sort of in here, and I really want to make very, 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 very close friends with them for a couple of reasons. One, they generally have a good game. They'll start owning everything up north here. They generally do very, very well. Also, of course, with Warhammer 3... now we can recruit allied units, which is just phenomenally, amazingly cool. So I can get a dragon, eventually. If I make really, really good friends with the Dark Elves, I can get my own dragon. And they can have some of my Plague Claw catapults. It's a good deal for everybody. This is going to be a fussy little turn. I'm worried about this turn. I'm a little worried about this turn. I think those dwarves are just gunning for me. Yeah, Gorok over there in Quetzal has a full stack army, and I am right around the corner. I don't think he'll be able to get to me in one turn, although he might be able to get to my army. Yeah, sorry, Poxtooth, you're going to lose. But it wasn't going to work. It just wasn't going to work. Yep, they lost. Okay, so even if I'd taken Zlansek, they would have immediately taken kayaks. So it was a net loss. I'm kind of glad I didn't help at this point. Have you tried the Warriors of Chaos? Kind of. A little bit. Not long. I generally default to the ones that I have so much fun playing, which is usually the Skaven, because they're just so much fun to play. Yeah, there's Scrat gone. Okay, I'm glad I didn't invest too much in liking you at all. Control up, though, for Lord Skrolk. The Bray Herds are on their way. They generally always are. Okay. Still don't see the dwarves' full stack army yet, but we're in a position where we can slide right into Subaton and protect it. So get right in there. We've got to protect the food. Food is a priority with the rats. And what do you think you want to upgrade right now? Subaton itself. Okay. No, Oixel. Oixel, because with level 3, now we're talking artillery. And that's where the Skaven just rule everything. What's going on in Southern Sentinels? What do you want to do? You could bump up a level. I'm not... I'm going to optimistically say I'm not super worried about my southern flank here. But I will be, because the elves will attack me and so will the lizardmen. The lizardmen will probably go first. Skaven with a dragon sounds terrifying. Yeah, it's awesome, actually. Especially the guy up here, because he's the one, I can't remember, I can never remember his name, but he's the one, the beast tamer guy. So he gets all the cool monsters in his army. Okay, Skrolk, why don't you... Don't bother being an underway stance, that's fine. This is actually a fairly clear road. Why don't you shoot for Oixel? And then maybe we just swing in and smash the Thrice Cursed Peak. There's their army. I knew it was around here somewhere. Yeah. I think you can probably hold your own here in Subaton. Where are you? Because I could add some people in here. You're healing up very, very nicely. How about, just for fun, you had a couple of flamethrower units? Yeah, you're going to have flamethrowers now. You have flamethrowers. Congrats. Tricky to use, but boy, the morale penalty is just catastrophic on them. Catastrophic. I mean, they have so limited range, but it's so worth it. Okay, let's see how this is all going to shake out. I'm feeling a little better defensively. Okay, here he comes. Oh, okay, he went somewhere else. He went somewhere else. Ah, I wonder if the vampires might like me more now that I'm at war with people they hate. I bet they do. I don't want to go to war with the vampires. I would rather be allies with them and take some of their units. I mean, they don't have my favorite units, but I just like to mix and match in my armies. Let me see how they're feeling about us now. So this, obviously Clan Spittle loves us. You guys better get your act together, by the way, because Gorok's getting pretty tough over here. Nothing else I can really do with you right now. Okay, that is fine. No way I'm going to get peace with the dwarves. I don't really want peace with the dwarves. Tomb Kings, not so much. And the Awakened, that's still going down a little bit, isn't it? They like the fact that I trespassed against the Cult of Sotak. That's it. All right, well, you guys are being fussy. You guys are being fussy. Oh, wow. I just saw that come in, Grundlegor. Wow. That's a lot of fun for a lot of people. Cool. You are so generous. I really love... Thank you so much. Well, I mean, they can thank you so much, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, that was your cat. All right. Back to work. Back to work. Back to work. Let's do... All right, Skrolk, you're barreling towards Oixel. If, for just argument's sake, I told you to go smash the Thrice Cursed Peak, I'm going to do that. Go into, like, normal stance and go swing in here. You don't exactly have an awesome army, but you can take these guys out. There's no walls up there, and there won't be by the time we get there. Now, these guys are a whole other kettle of fish. Dwarven armies. Oh, and they've got catapults. Ooh, they've got catapults, too. Oh, thank you so much, Grundle. I appreciate that. I do, actually. I really do appreciate that. Anyone saying I'm the best at anything, and I'm happy with that. Did you get your flamethrowers in? Yeah, you got flamethrowers now. Wow, your army is garbage. Your army is complete trash. You're not moved, and that's fine. You're not going to be moved. Although I could just start smashing things. Like Quetzal. My thought, here's my idea, is we're going to take the Thrice Cursed Peak, and then Skrolk and Snicketch here are going to move up and do what we did to the lizards, which is double siege the Mine of the Bearded Skulls, and then just take that. That's spread the love. That's my plan. Anyway, we'll see kind of how that goes. What else have we got? Building upgrade for whom? Oh, Chuppyotl. Yeah, well, there's my gold mine right there. So 1 gold mine, please. Thank you. Appreciate the gold mine. Thank you so much. That's going to help the surplus very, very nicely. I am going to smash. I'm working on smashing, Willow. We're going to smash some dwarves. So Skrolk will swing in there. And then, again, we'll kind of double siege the Mind of the Bearded Skulls, depending on what Itza does. Because their full stack army just moved in the completely wrong direction from where I am. And I'm okay with that. I'm totally fine. I can't really fight both of them. My army is trash. The only reason I'm winning these battles is because they're coming in with worse. Or really, at least, numbers. I'm winning on numbers alone at this point. Alright, who are you? Okay, these guys are back. I'm actually kind of glad we didn't go to war with them. They're back. Okay, there's Itza. Itza's just kind of bumming around. Doesn't look like they're really sure what they want to be doing right now. This is why I need allies on that part. I wonder if they're fighting... well, I can go and check that. I was going to say, I was wondering if they're fighting the other rat clan. But I'll go into diplomacy and see if they're at war with each other. I can't imagine that they're not, frankly. Oh, you're abandoning it. Oh, even better. Alright, your one lord just buggered off. Probably to go reinforce the Mine of the Bearded Skull. They probably figured out that's looking a little vulnerable these days. Somebody did a thing. Neat. Cool. Let me check the old diplomacy screen here. So, Clan Spittle, who are you at war with? You're at war with Slaanesh. Really? Okay, they're way up there. That's neat. And no, I don't want to see you anymore. Go back to Clan Spittle. And you're obviously like trading with me. Of course you are. Anything else you want to do while I'm here? No, defensive alliance. They're not technically at war with the Itza. Interesting. I would assume that you would have been. All right, Skrolk. I mean, they declared war on us. Let's go smash some dwarves. There won't be too many of them, frankly. Yeah, decisive victory. It really won't be. Dwarves like lizards just don't die. Ever. But we will take this out. This will be fine. And then probably I'll start to wrap up there. And we'll come back next week with some more of this. Because I'm digging it. I mean, offer me an invitation to play Total War Warhammer 3. And I'm going to say, sure. Yeah, totally will do that. Thank you very much. Ooh, what should I play on my side game now, though? Because I was already doing Lord Skrolk. I like the more evil races, because they're much better to ally with. Ooh, what should I do? Maybe I will try one of the Daemon Princes. There was too much clutter on your desk. That's fair. I try to keep my desk clutter-free, because my arms flail around so much. That's not true, really. I just sort of sit in one place and play games, and then talk about it, and hope that somebody is entertained by it. Apparently, it seems to be working out somewhat okay. So, alright. Dwarves going down. Oh, thank goodness they sallied out. I was in no position to fight a town battle. I would be terrible at that. Plague monks can... I gotta ditch these plague monks. They're just not helping out. Okay, one more time. Can we get some more magic? Any chance of some more magic? Nope, we're gonna have way less magic. Thank you. I'm not doing well on the magic front. Now we got some high ground. Oh, we got high ground for days. Not very good high ground, if I'm honest about things, and I am. Let's put this here, like that. Yeah, just like that. And then you can kind of be up here like that. Actually, a little bit more like that. Better. Okay, all of you guys. Oh, actually, that's fine. You know what? That's a pretty good position right there. Warhammer 3 is much better at anticipating a good deployment. And we're all off skirmish mode, right? Yeah, no skirmishing, please. Do not skirmish. That's right, yep. So that's on. That's off. Okay, good. Okay, everyone can just basically start fighting everyone. Why don't you guys be a little bit more up here? You know, what with the limited magic, we may as well be right up front. Okay, get this party started. And are my guys already in range? No, but they will be momentarily. And then the shelling will begin. The hardest part of this game is deciding who to play. No kidding. There's so many. How do you even begin to cut through them all? And you know they're going to add more. You know there'll be more coming with DLC, and I am all in favor of that. Bring it on. I have said since day one, I know some people think Creative Assembly, oh, you just pay for the base game and then you got to pay for... I have been more than happy with their DLC thoughts, or what they issue. I think they give me good quality DLC at a very fair price, and I'm happy to pay it. That's me. If you're not, that's cool too. That's cool. Move my slingers up a little bit. A little bit on those guys. And then why don't we slow you right down. Oh, look, there's a whole army of rats that just spawned right in front of you. Wouldn't you like to just stop and fight them while we shell you with artillery? I can see that you would. Attack these guys. And they're really sad about it, too. Discouraged by ability. Yeah, they're just sad that rats blew out of the ground and start... I would be, too. I would be very, 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 very sad about that. These guys didn't bother with that one. They're like, nah, we don't mind rats so much. Not blessed with filth. Yeah, pestilent breath. How about we got you to go right there? Right there, right as the slinging starts. Oh, yeah, you didn't like that. That was not your favorite time of day. Sling these guys to death. In fact, I might even have another Menace Below ready by the time these guys even get engaged. Yeah, they're losing horribly badly here. Horribly, horribly badly. I almost thought I was going to get away with doing this without any losses. But these guys will take a few hits. Alright, get in there. And what else have I got here? Clan rats with shields. Get over here and then slam into the back of them. You guys, just all of this. Just whatever you want to do, do it. And then we'll just keep shelling them with artillery until they go away. Yep, these guys are done. I'll be very interested to see what my losses are with this. You guys, just in case you're not, let's be focusing right in the middle, please. Right in the middle of this army. I think I'm going to get an... Oh, no, I'm out of Menace Below. Bummer. That's okay. This is all fine. Yeah, we'll shell those guys on the way out. Hammer and Anvil. Yeah, no, that works great. Except the Skaven are not known for their cavalry. That's another good reason to cuddle up to the Dark Elves. I can have some of their cavalry in my army. When then you can totally do a Hammer and Anvil with the Skaven, because you just use the throwaway troops. And then bring some either cavalry or ogres or something like that around the back and slam into the back of them. I would be shocked if these guys even make it to the front line. Be very surprised by that. Yeah, I know, you're chasing my guys off. That's cool. You can chase them off all day long. How about you were withered? There you go. You have no armor now. And how about also... Oh, I could wither again, but that would be totally useless. Alright, and then... Yep, there we go. Shoot all of you. Shoot all of you. Your armor is gone. So getting hit with rocks hurts really, really a lot right now. Really, really a lot. And you're all retreating. Okay, bye. We won. I say bye, we won like I was good at that. That was a totally lopsided battle. A day one beginner would have won that battle. Nice to watch someone spank the dwarves as a Skaven. Oh, the dwarves are so horrible. Because there's just nothing but armor. It's just armor, armor, armor for days. That's where that wither comes in. That upgraded wither, that's minus 60 armor. Can I see what your armor is? Not from here, I can't. But even their basic warriors walk in the door with like 90 armor. It's absurd. It's just armor all day, all night, and well into the evening with the dwarves. The lizards are kind of the same, although their trash troops don't have as good armor. The dwarves do. The dwarves' lowest grade troops have insane armor. And much like the lizards, they won't die. Their morale is crazy. Probably I would say the lizards' morale is even better. But the dwarves will just stand and fight all day long. Actually, playing as dwarves is one of my favorites. Because I think they have a good mix. I mean, they have no cavalry, of course. But, you know, they have helicopters. So, you know, there's that. Yeah, they are little metal walls. Exactly. Of course, they do shoot crossbows. Of course, I have flamethrowers too. Mine are green, and they're warpstone flamethrowers. But I have flamethrowers too. They work just as well as the dwarves' flamethrowers. So yeah, no, I love playing. Actually, maybe I'll do a dwarf one today. That would be nice. Could do a dwarf side game. The only problem with the dwarves is, apart from like one, they all kind of start in the same area, which is a little boring. Mix it up a little bit. That was the whole point of Warhammer 3. Is that they just sort of tossed everyone up in the air and they saw where they landed on the map. And I'm pretty convinced that's exactly what CA did. I think they just took all the factions, threw them up in the air, and figured out where they landed on the map and go, okay, there's your new starting location. Have fun with that. Yeah, the helicopters definitely make up for not having cavalry. Because, you know, helicopter. You've literally got a helicopter. But of course, with Immortal Empires and Warhammer 3, you could cuddle up with, I don't know, say, the High Elves. You could find a High Elf faction and ally yourselves with them, and then take some of their cavalry. I do that all the time with Lord Skrolk. I get Dark Elf cavalry, and they work out just great. The Regiment of Renowned Helicopters. That's just fun to say. The Regiment of Renowned Helicopters. I will be... The Skaven get some decent legendaries or Regiment of Renown, but not till the later ones. When you get into the war wheels or whatever they are, I can't immediately remember their names. Those get really, really crazy. But their initial ones is like, yay, slightly better clan rats. Woot. Later on, they get some really good stuff. The Rattling Gun one is pretty good. Oh, I can't wait for Rattling Guns. I love Rattling Guns. Rattling Guns are the best. I just need my main settlement to be level 3. Also, I need this load screen to go away. Giant Bomb and miniguns. That is cool. I don't know if anything really beats Ikit Claw's nuclear bomb. I mean, they actually gave a faction a nuclear bomb that can take out, if you position that just right, and that's where your Menace Below comes in, you want to group everybody up, you can take out half an army in one shot without even trying hard. You got to get everybody grouped up. Again, Menace Below do that just fine. But yeah, they give Ikit Claw a nuclear bomb. Just boom. Half your army is dead. Love it. However, he starts in a very finicky start location, and it's not as good as it seems. It's kind of a red herring where he starts. It seems like you want to go one way, but you really don't. It leaves you very, very exposed. Any time now, Lord Skrolk, if we wanted to wrap this load screen up, that'd be okay. I'd be fine with that. The nuke is amazing. They just gave him... In fact, everything that came out with Ikit Claw, the Rattling Guns, the snipers, all of that is just stupid. It's almost OP. The only thing that holds Ikit Claw back is you can't get the materials to do that quickly. Yeah, we will totally be occupying this. Thank you very much. Sorry, dwarves. You started it. Ooh, Alchemist. He does poison attacks. Neat. All right. Where does that leave me? So Subaton... That's building up. Okay. And we have extra defenses there, too. That's good. How about Southern Sentinels? What are we doing down here? Mostly ports. Mostly ports. Okay. And then you, over here, Snickitch, you can kind of tag team with Lord Skrolk, the Mine of the Bearded Skulls, because I'm pretty sure that's all they got. That's your only settlement, right? Is Mine of the Bearded Skulls. They're actually not even that opposed to peace. Yeah, one settlement left. Minus 40. I know that sounds bad. They're not actually that opposed to peace. I would not be surprised if they were begging for peace soon. But I got to be careful of Itza. They're tough. They surround me. And they're lizards, so we know they don't die. While I'm here, Lord Skrolk, you know what? While I'm actually right in the neighborhood, could we globally recruit some flamethrowers, please? Throw 2 of them in there. And then you, up here. You've got some space. You've already got pretty much everything I need. I don't know, just flesh it out with anything. Just take literally anything just to beef up the numbers. They're cheap to maintain. And we're going to have a gold mine up and running momentarily. So, actually, before you do that, I'm out of money. So, cancel that guy. How much... Could I get any kind of... hero in here? I get a chieftain. Sure, why not? I'm gonna swap these guys eventually. I'm gonna swap driven here down to Lord Skrolk and vice versa, because Lord Skrolk doesn't need 2 magic users. That's a little silly, actually. He should have a melee guy in there. So you go in there, and then we're basically all set to march on the dwarves. Could you use the underpass to catch that dwarf lord on the road? Probably. Yeah, I'm not worried about him. I'm not sweating him. I'm not sweating him at all. Yeah, the long loading screens do get shorter because there's less going on. If you pick Isabella or Vlad, you instantly get the other one. I did know that, actually. I did know that. I never really get into the vampires because they just have no missiles. There's no ranged infantry. I know you can get like the blood kiss thing where you open up the vampire, but all you're getting there is one set of some crossbows, which is nice. That's another reason to cuddle up. I love the. It's not the same diplomacy that they did in Three Kingdoms. Three Kingdoms diplomacy is amazing. You could just play that as a diplomatic game. You could, I mean, you can't, but you could really almost not fight a battle. You could just do that entire game diplomatically. That's a gross exaggeration, but the diplomacy in Three Kingdoms is amazing. I do like what they've expanded the diplomacy here, that alliances are more important. And, like I was thinking about doing down here, creating, if not allies, but friendly speed bumps. So, maybe smashing something to let somebody else move in and make them stronger. It's helpful to keep your allies strong. Whereas in Warhammer 2, I would just keep them alive long enough until I marched over them. But here, I actually want my allies nice and strong, because I want them fighting the people that I don't feel like fighting. I think, guys, that is where I'm going to call the stream. Let's wrap it up here. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying it anyway. We'll do some more of this next week. Obviously, we'll do some RimWorld next time, because that's, what's what we do. And then we'll pick up some more of this. Hey, any excuse to play Warhammer 3, I'm totally fine with that. So I appreciate the suggestion, and here we are. How long is it going to last? I don't know. We're going to try and liberate SkavenBlight. That's my move. That's my plan. But guys, thank you so very, very much for coming by. I genuinely appreciate it. Small gifts do go a long way in this iteration. No, you're right. You're right. The diplomacy is a little more delicate, but also a little easier. It's a little easier, too. So, guys, we'll pick up some more of this again next week. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I definitely am. And as always, thank you so very, very much for coming by. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this. I love doing this. I mean, I get to sit here and play Warhammer 3 and chat to you guys. How much better could it be? This is awesome. I'm having the time of my life. I'll check you guys out next time. Thank you so much for coming by. Go do far more important things with the rest of your week.